Happy Wednesday. It is January 23rd, 2019, 5:13 p.m. in the afternoon. Did I say p.m. in the afternoon? Sorry, Ariel. And this is episode 366. I know some of you guys don't watch football at all, but sorry, it's life. It's part of life. Just like baseball. Wasn't it cool that Mariano Rivera got in the Hall of Fame with 100% of the vote? Kurt Schilling's still waiting. Kurt Schilling thinks it might be because he's a big Trump supporter. That could be part of it. Maybe being a huge douchebag doesn't help. But you know, if you support Donald Trump, well, you might as well put on, if you put on the red hat, you might as well put on the Klan hood. The red hat is becoming a racist symbol. Maybe not really the Klan hood, but it is like the Confederate flag. You put that stuff on your head, you're pretty much supporting everything that Donald Trump does. And Donald Trump is a flaming racist. And but what happened in this football game was the refs were blind and the New Orleans Saints, they got robbed. I'm a Saints fan. That is my team. But everybody in the world agrees the Saints got robbed on that. Even the cornerback who hit the Saints receiver agrees. Because he said, put it in his own words, he whacked his ass to keep him from getting a touchdown. But if that play had been called, then the Saints, with just a little bit over a minute left, the Saints would have had a first down within 10 yards and would have been able to run the clock down, get a field goal, win the game. Probably. But the real shame is that might have been Drew Brees' last chance. But anyway, everybody's talking about how blind the refs were, and they were. Some doctors in Louisiana, in New Orleans, are offering free eye exams to referees. And I think they should offer free eye exams to Trump sycophants. Because sometimes I just call them sycophants. But sycophants. If you don't see collusion with Russia, you're way more blind than those referees are. It's like I had pointed out in my blog, you know. I mean, first off, you guys believe Donald Trump's doing a great job. You believe he's intelligent. You know, you think he has your best interest and that he's a classy guy. Nope. And, but you guys, you say there's no collusion. You don't remember Trump calling out, you know, for Putin to help him win the election? You don't remember that? You don't remember the Trump Tower meeting with Russians? Or that at least 16 members of Trump's campaign had contacts with Russians, and that number keeps rising. Trump's campaign chairman was giving campaign info to friends of the Kremlin. You don't see that Trump has never criticized Vladimir Putin? But he'll go over Justin Trudeau over cheese prices. You don't see that Trump always wants to remove sanctions from Russians. You don't see Trump kissing Putin's ass in Helsinki. You don't see Trump taking Putin's word over his own intelligence agencies. You don't see him handing Syria to Putin. You don't see Trump threatening to pull out of NATO, which is Putin's wildest wet dream. You don't see that the FBI is investigating Trump as a threat to our national security, that he may be a Russian asset. Seriously, you need those eye exams more than the referees do. So. And I was writing my blog, or when I wrote my blog, was that it's sad that the Saints are going, but you know what? I'm going to get over it. My life will go on. It's not like it's a threat to national security, even if the Patriots are back in the game again. But what is a threat to national security is Donald Trump stealing an election. That's worse than stealing any football game. I like that when I was drawing this cartoon that I was saving like the kicker for the last part of the drawing. Actually, that was on a way for me to do it too. So if you're just watching this, if you haven't seen the cartoon yet, you're probably wondering who these guys are. Unless, of course, you can figure it out before now. So this is doing okay. It has received close to 500 shares. Let's do some shout outs. Time for shout outs. Are you excited for your shout out? If you comment before you're about to get a shout out. All right. Our new friend, President Oso, came back, second day. Thank you for coming back in, and thank you for saying that you love my drawing, and it's cool to watch me make them. Thank you, Mr. Oso. I feel a little weird calling you President Oso, unless I find out you're actually a president, like maybe some little tiny nation that I forget existed. I don't know. Ariel commented, and she's got 7 replies to this. I haven't even read this. She said, I think when looking at the video on which you based episode 354 and everything else, really need to realize something. Events aren't objective. There's no one side to the story. We all view events, videos, and situations from our own bias and interpret stuff that other people don't mean or intend. That is true. And then TJ Jimenez says you should watch the video from the Black Israelite's perspective, but you won't. You enjoy your blissful, ignorant narrative. Okay. And Ariel says she tells him that he's got enough ignorance to go around. Let's go back and forth. I do like that Ariel's kind of giving TJ a little what for though. And then TJ's being insulting. Ariel's still giving up to him. Alright. That's fun. Sorry, I was reading that. Just going over it. Oh man. Ariel, TJ, thanks for your comments. Ariel, thanks for giving TJ for calling him out. Appreciate that. I like it when other people do it and I don't have to. So, Ariel said, I have not seen this. As heard on either Trevor Noah's or Stephen Colbert's YouTube, Pence invoking MLK Jr.'s name in a pro-Trump manner is more than ironic as a bold-faced attempt to appropriate MLK's Jr.'s popularity and national holiday. I agree. I agree with that. And she said, from time, it is indeed an honor to be in the city, which stands as a symbol of the divisions of men on the earth. Visit earth. You hold East Spoilers for here. Did it? Okay. It's a long quote. Anyway, her point is not exactly someone who would be happy about a government shutdown over a border wall. Simply replace East and West with North and South. Probably talking about the border wall. The walls. Okay, Robert Coutinho came in and he said, I used to worry about people not learning history. Now I worry about people not remembering life events. You know, I agree. You talk to any Republicans, they don't remember anything. They're like, look at this economy that Donald Trump created. And TJ says, this is the guy who wants to bring back the Houdenstar. Is that Houdenstar? And, but he's right. People are like, look at this great economy Trump's created. They don't remember that, you know, it was a trend going on for like the last 9 years. They just don't recall any of that. And they're like, oh, thank you, Donald Trump. I mean, when Obama was in office for 8 years, people kept saying, this is the worst economic recovery in the history of our nation, ignoring the fact that a Republican created the need for an economic recovery. But as soon as Donald Trump came in January 2017, before the month was over, they were saying, look at this economic miracle that Donald Trump created. Just by walking in the door and saying, America carnage. All right. Yeah, so, Robert, I agree with you. People don't remember life events, you know. And Robert Coutinho also says about the hats, that's why I think all Trump supporters should wear them, then we can identify them. Maybe kind of like that whole thing in Inglourious Bastards, but no, that would be mean. Now, TJ's upset about that. Like the last time society forced a certain group of people to wear an indicator of the identity on the clothing. Well, TJ, Robert Coutinho's just joking. You know, you guys kind of force yourself to be there. But you're right. It would just be true punishment if you had to identify as a Trump supporter all your life, because pretty soon nobody's going to want that designation. So, good call there, TJ. I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to walk around wearing those hats either. And then, of course, TJ goes on about the Black Israelites. I think we did mention those in the video. If I didn't, well, then I didn't. I mentioned them in my blog. And TJ says, I have only seen diversity with MAGA hats, Asians, blacks, white, Hispanics wearing it. Antifa's uniforms, new KKK, exact same face, blah, 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 blah. Antifa is not the Democratic Party. Antifa, nobody owns those guys, okay? I know that you guys keep going back to this. But here's the thing, you're lying. Sorry, TJ, you are lying. You've only seen diversity with MAGA hats. Yeah, did you see those kids out there wearing the MAGA hats in that video? You said that you have to believe your own eyes. Okay, watch that video. How many of those kids wearing those MAGA hats were white, TJ? Okay? Now remember, it's your argument. Look at the video. Now you're sitting here claiming, oh, they're all diverse wearing those MAGA hats. But you go look at the video. Again, this is your proof. How many of those kids from Catholic Covington were wearing the MAGA hats? Were not white. What color were they? There was one black kid among the students, but I don't believe he was wearing a MAGA hat. And what were students doing going to protest against women's reproductive rights anyway? I mean, it's like, oh, we just so little innocence. We just came to D.C. to tell women how to control their bodies, and people picked on us. Some black guys yelled at us, which was very, very rude. Yes, it was, for the black Israelites to do that. But here's the thing. Those guys are always like that. You know what I mean? These kids, they're pretty much being created by Donald Trump. And their parents let them become that. Have you read the quotes from his mom? Okay, you tell us to watch the video and believe our eyes. Go read the quotes from his mom and the dumb shit that she's been saying. But isn't it great that the rich little white kid was able, that his family was able to get a publicist for this whole thing, and that they're getting an invite to the White House? But you know who's not getting an invite to the White House? Nathan Phillips, the Native American. You guys, you MAGA heads, even tried to start some crap on the, because you read about, a lot of you read about the Israelites, guys, that you misunderstood the story. So you guys went online and started trying to tell people that Nathan Phillips wasn't actually a Native American, that he was black. You guys kept this up for a while. I haven't seen it in a day, but you guys tried, because you know why? Because you're MAGA heads and you guys lie. You guys are the most dishonest people in the whole political spectrum right now. You're very dishonest. Look at your quote there about how diverse people are wearing a MAGA hats. Yeah, you can go to a crowd and you can find one black dude, you can find one Mexican, one Hispanic. But when there's like 5,000 people in the room, it's never as many as you guys claim, by the way. But when there's 5,000 people in the room and you can find two guys who are not white wearing the hats, that's not diversity, okay? Okay? You have more diversity by bringing in a bag of M&Ms, because all the color from that, than you do from the people coming in. All right, we are done. There's your cartoon. Yeah, that's where these guys come in. Ariel, please, thank you. Please keep giving it to him, so I don't have to give it to him as much, okay? I just saved some of this. It's special. Let me save some, okay? All right, thank you very much. I think Kenta came back and commented on the last one, so I want to give her a shout out too. I think she did some counting of some things. So, click the red button, subscribe. This video is done. Goodbye.